Hello, everyone. TJ here. I'm excited to be sharing with all of you about my Panera strategic plan for the near future. Doing the research was a lot of fun to hear about their past stories coming up from the early 90s up until now, seeing where they're currently at in the market due to everything that was going on in the pandemic era and what will happen in the next 5 to 10 years. So for the strategy I chose, there was two options to go about with doing Panera and what they should be looking forward to in the next 5 to 10 years. I started off with looking at their sales growth and how much it's improved. Then I started looking at their strategy with how they move in the competition in different locations, what their weaknesses were and opportunities were, strengths and threats, the such and such with the toes analysis with internal environment, external environment. And like I said previously, there was two options that they could go about with that would work for them in the next 5 to 10 years. So originally, Panera's plan was to move more into the dining aspect, something like how Applebee's does and many other fast casual dining. They wanted to get more into dining rather than being the fast food meal type area like we see with McDonald's, Wendy's, all that types. And for Panera, they were looking for doing that originally until the pandemic era hit in 2020. So their new ideal plan was, in order to keep the sales and profit up, was to move into delivery service, which actually worked out great for two reasons. One was because it not only kept sales up, but it gave credibility to Panera for opening up more job opportunities. So the delivery service strategy that they moved towards in order to keep their sales up and open up new jobs wasn't that bad. So now there's two options that they have to work with. One, they can either go back to the original plan of moving towards the strategy of casual dining in Panera more often, or two, should they keep this delivery service strategy and move forward with it when they begin to expand in the near future? Because Panera is only really in the United States and Canada. So when they decide to expand globally more and more, should they keep the delivery service or go back to the original plan of fast casual dining? To my fair point, I decided to go with option B of them doing casual dining. Here's why. In the near future, this pandemic situation with COVID is going to be over, I believe, in the next 5 to 10 years. I believe sales will be different if they decide to continue with the delivery service. Delivery won't be as potent and high as it is now or probably in the next year or two. In the long term aspect, 5 to 10 years, Panera will see much more sales growth and opportunity in their stores if they decide to do fast casual dining. It shows a great benefit to this store that moves on, and Panera has the opportunity to be up there with places like Subway, Chipotle, and Starbucks. The opportunity to, when they grow more globally, what type of service should they be focusing more on? And I feel like fast casual dining will be the better approach for them. They have that strength in utilizing their long term ideals of fresh baked goods and fresh meals. They were the first ones to do the calorie count for their menu. They want to keep the differentiation of how their company goes about when opening up in new markets. The fast food industry has to be different. You can't be similar, or you don't do that much great in sales wise. Panera deciding to be different is a strategy from one of Porter's generic strategies of differentiation will really show benefit for them in the near future if they decide to do fast casual dining when expanding and moving forward in the next 5 to 10 years. Their sales will probably be just as good or maybe even better in the next 5 to 10 years when they decide to move forward with fast casual rather than sticking with the delivery service.